Hey guys, Ryan here, and today we're bringing you a video in the Batchat 25T on Malnovka Winter. It's going to be a standard battle, and I'm going to be platooned with Felix in his Batchat. Now, the title of this video is going to be something along the lines of probably something to do with RNG, or maybe about how a lot of plans require luck to work. And what that refers to is something towards the end of this video. So I'll let you know when we get to it, but just keep that in mind about how no matter how you plan, RNG can always fuck you. It's an important lesson to learn. Now, we're on Malnovka and there's 3 artillery, which is horrible. But I'm in a fast medium tank, which is slightly better than if I was in a heavy tank. For example, on the enemy team, there's a Type 4 Heavy. Being a Type 4 Heavy on this map with 3 RT would not be fun. And 2 of our artillery in a platoon together. Now, I've decided I don't run to the hill with artillery, so I'm going to try and do a bit of spotting. Now, something else I want to keep in mind throughout this entire game. This is the only tank in the game I use a premium food consumable with. That'll be important later. So see, Felix is going to the risky position, where you can get pushed, but it's not as risky for him in this situation because I'm here in a Batchat, so I've got 2,000 clip potential basically for anyone that pushes him. So, although that position is risky that he's at, because I'm here it's not as risky. Where I'm at is risky in case Artie tries to blind fire this bush. So, just be aware this bush does get blind fired a fair bit sometimes, so just be careful if you're going to use this bush. Thought I'd sort of camp Hunter 50T. I spotted a 704 earlier in front of Felix, so we know where the 704 is. And now, the enemy LTTB, they're only light tank. Well, surviving light tank. One's already died, this is one of our team. I spotted that Borsig. I have no idea how I spotted him at this distance, because that thing's got really good camo. Now, I thought I was going to get spotted, and I'm not. Now look at the distance. We're at 375 to 380 meters. I'm not shooting him, because I'm thinking if I shoot, I'm going to get spotted, and then the 704 and the Rheinmetall Borsig across the map, and the people on the hill will be able to shoot at me. I'm just going to spoil it for you now. This entire time he's there, there's something in the way, like that tree in front of me, or whatever, counts as cover, because I can shoot him, and I won't get spotted, but for a long time here, I'm just going to look at him and hope the team does something, because I don't want to get spotted. But it doesn't look like I'm in full cover there, so I think I can be forgiven for mistaking that I would get spotted doing this. Now again, I'm waiting. I'm really tempted to shoot right now. E5 up on the hill, so I'm worried that if I get spotted he'll shoot at me. TD across the map there. Spotted in the field. And this is going to be quite a boring game to begin with, but, you know, Malnovka with 3 artillery. Now, what's going to happen here is, any moment now, as you see our light tank moving, I'm going to start firing. And I realise, this whole time, I could have been shooting him without getting spotted. So that was painful, once I realised that. Now, I do get spotted there, but I do finish off the enemy tank, and now I'm driving towards Felix out line of sight of the TD. Now, the problem with that STRV is I cannot overmatch him, my 105mm gun, unless I hit his side armour. Now, I'm getting close to Felix because of artillery, so I'm hoping that little rock face there next to him would cover me. And now that I'm unspotted, I'm off to go spot and maybe, hopefully, get some kills on the enemies over here. So the enemy's won the hill. Our machine is actually holding off pretty well by himself. Now I'm just about to be reloaded, so I'm popping up the spot. E5's got a side to me. I'm waiting, hoping he's going to push out. But instead, a Camp 150T comes screaming down. And although I get a shot into him, I do get spotted. And you see, instantly I look over towards where the 704 was. But, at the moment, I'm thinking on going and helping the machine. Because if I can keep him alive, we do have artillery. who I would like to think would be focusing over here in order to protect themselves. Coming over, I've still got most of my clip. IS-7. You see, I'm a bit hesitant on the shot because I don't know who has shot at me and who doesn't. I bounce off his lower plate because IS-7 memes. Probably just one of the best armor tanks in the game. Like, it's just ridiculous to pan that thing, even in its weak points. It shouldn't be. It just is. Now, I've realised, with the IS-7 being there that many hit points, it's not looking good. So I'm just going to go for a reload and I'm going to run. Running away. Going to try and get back down onto the little lake here, whilst avoiding shot from the IS-7. I do take a shot, but I don't think it was the IS-7 that hit me, so don't need to worry about taking 500 damage. Now, there's the STRV, again, which is not ideal, and looking at him, if I can hit his side, I can pan him. But he turns towards us rather than about to shoot, so I'm going to try and go for a cupola sniper across the map, which, like, you know, in a Batchat, I was not expecting to hit that, but, you know, I got pretty close. Now, I've still got 4 shells left. I'm going to pop back up. The artillery has actually started running now. And as I come round, I'm going to focus the IS-7. Mainly because if I can add much damage as possible, hopefully he'll be easily killable later. Now, I actually get a tracking shot there, and now I'm just going to keep him tracked. Team are also helping out, and we actually finish him off. And now that's one of my major threats dealt with already, because I was worried about him just because of how many hit points he had. Now, Ramtel Borsic across the map. Type 4 Heavy. I'm reloading AP Shark Clip at the moment, which sucks. I'd really like to have heat loaded right now for him. But I'm not going to interrupt the reload in order to do so. And then my plan is, I'm going to get back into the bush and try and spot. Or just keep them spotted. Now, thankfully, my equipment setup, crew skills, and all that, pretty flexible. I do actually have pretty good view range in this. The Borsic fires, but thankfully, the team seems to be dealing with it. Already slam dunks him. Type 4 Heavy's in a shit position, and I think he knows it, so he's just going to stay over there. But he's in a platoon with that Object 704 from earlier. Now, I'm fully loaded. We still have an already platoon going. We just need to spot people. Now, we're starting to get to the bit where I talk about, like, RNG can fuck your plans, and also about the bit where this is the only tank in the game I use a premium food consumable on. Getting close. I'm assuming the Ramtel Borsic spotted me, but it was actually the STRV. I can't pan him, but thankfully the hard case does. Now, I just want to go around here and spot the Type 4 Heavy, but I do need to be wary of artillery, and I'm also wary that the Object 704, because he's in a platoon with them, might come flying over this little ridge here to try and kill me. Now, if you look at the minimap, Felix is actually on his way over, as is the hard case, but obviously the hard case is quite slow, so he's going to be a while. Right, Felix is here, and bear in mind, I still have 1258 hit points, 1259 hit points. Type 4 has been spotted, we're going round. It gives me the weak point on the side, which I can pen with standard rounds, and already in projectile fucks him. Now, I'm looking at that Object 704 and I'm thinking, I can survive a shot by him, unless RNG fucks me and I get ammo racked or set on fire. Now bear in mind, this is the only tank in the game I use a premium consumable instead of a fire extinguisher. Going round, and I get set on fire. So, the plan was, it doesn't matter if he shoots me, I can survive unless RNG fucks me, and then RNG fucked me. So that's what I mean by RNG can ruin your plans. Although even then, I would have been fine had I used a fire extinguisher. But this just so happens to be the one tank in the game I don't use a fire extinguisher on. So, quite funny at the end. But, look at the positives of that game. The extra reload, the extra gun handling, the extra view range. I was able to outspot a Ramtel Borsic a pretty long distance. I still think the premium food consumable is worth having on the Batchat. I'm still not keen on using them on like every vehicle, but the Batchat in particular, because of its awkward gun handling with the long reload, I think premium food consumable works. And also with autoloaders, you can't use a gun rammer, so premium food consumable is one of the ways to increase the reload. And I'm thinking about using a pre-fusible on the Cram Wagon, because that's another tank with a long reload and derpy gun handling. Now I just left it in the background while our team cleaned up, but overall, quite a passive game. I was trying to play a bit carefully, then at the end, when I tried to play aggressive because I thought I had the hit points to do so, I got shot on. So that's my mistake, but overall, still an alright game to be fair. 46,000 credits profit, only a second class, but 3,000 damage and over 3,000 assistance. An alright game overall. Our artillery did good, and their 704 did really good. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.